Hey, this is Teresa Giacino over at the Mary Sue, and welcome to Pull Wisely, our weekly feature where we give you the top 10 comics you should run out to your local comic shop and give a try. Now, this is a top 10, but they're not in any particular order. It's just 10 comics that we're really excited about and think you should check out. First up, we've got Swords of Sorrow, Black Sparrow, Lady Zorro Special, number 1. Written by Erica Schultz, with art by Christian Crisem Zamora, and of course published by Dynamite Entertainment. This series is an amazing series for the summer in general. As you might know, Gail Simone is joining all of the Dynamite pulp female comic characters into an awesome event series that's happening this summer. In addition to the Swords of Sorrow main limited series, there are tie-in issues like this one which pair two of the heroes. This one's got Black Sparrow and Lady Zorro together in one issue, and we're sure it's going to be an amazing adventure, so check that out. Next up, we've got Gem and the Holograms number 4, written by Kelly Thompson with art by Sophie Campbell. We've been loving the series at the Mary Sue, and in issue number 4, we see Gem and the Holograms doing their first live show at the Starlight Foundation's annual fundraiser. This title is from IDW, and it's definitely worth checking out. This series is true to the cartoon and will not ruin your childhoods. Also from IDW is Orphan Black number 4, written by Orphan Black showrunners and creators Graham Manson and John Fawcett, with comics writer Jody Hauser, and art by Kat Staggs. This is a great series if you're a fan of Orphan Black. So far, each of the issues has been focusing on a different member of Clone Club, and normally I'm not a fan of TV tie-in comics, but this one is really worth it. It provides some great insight into these characters and new information. So if you're a fan of Orphan Black, definitely give this book a try. We've got so much IDW this week. Another great IDW pick for the week is Transformers Windblade Combiner Wars number 4. We love Windblade at the Mary Sue. She's such a great addition to the Transformers universe. And in this book, written by Margaret Scott with art by Corinne Howell, we see Windblade and Starscream racing to recruit the lost Cybertronian colonies to the Council of Worlds. But of course, you know, Starscream wants to run everything, and people are fighting, or the Transformers rather, are fighting for controlling the fate of Cybertron. It's a great issue, it's a great series with a great character, so you should definitely pick this one up. From Image Comics this week comes the first of 2 trade paperbacks we want to recommend to you. It's Wytches Volume 1, written by Scott Snyder with art by Jock. It's a great story, a horror story about a family in New Hampshire looking to escape a haunting trauma, and they want to start over. But the place they move to is near these woods that house this dark, secret, mysterious power, full of creatures that are ancient and hungry. It's really frightening. Generally, I'm not even a horror fan, but I was completely enthralled by this book. I was reading it in single issues, and if you haven't read any of the issues, you really should pick up this trade. It's well worth it. It's an amazing story and really, really creative. From DC Comics this week, we've got Batgirl 41, with a story by Cameron Stewart and Brendan Fletcher, and art by Babs Tarr, whom we love. In this issue, Batgirl has to deal with a new Batman in town, which spells trouble for her. And she's already got enough to deal with in her life because her roommate Frankie is in on her biggest secret and wants to get even more involved in Batgirl's business. So it's sure to be a great issue. And yes, issue 41 of Batgirl is the issue that had the controversial Joker variant cover attached to it. But as we know, Raphael Albuquerque asked DC to not run that cover, so it's no longer attached to the issue. So you don't have to worry about that. And otherwise, we love Stewart and Fletcher's take on Batgirl. We love how Babs Tarr draws her, and it's sure to be a great issue, so definitely pick this up. From Marvel this week, we've got Howard the Duck, number 4, written by Chip Zdarsky and with art by Joe Quinones. This issue is really amazing and hilarious, and we have to pick it up because it's Howard the Duck and Doctor Strange doing some kind of team up. Doctor Strange is in this issue, and we really just want to see how these two interact with each other. So pick this up if you like interesting buddy comics between a Sorcerer Supreme and a duck. Also from Image Comics this week is The Fade Out, number 7, written by Ed Brubaker and with art by Sean Phillips. This is number 7 in their hit comic series about 1940s Hollywood. If you're into that setting, this is a great book to check out. It's a noir-style Hollywood story filled with all the scandal and intrigue and crime that you'd expect in a story like that, not to mention a little McCarthyism thrown in for good flavor. So definitely check it out if you haven't picked it up yet, The Fade Out number 7, which is out this week. Going back to DC Comics, we've got the second collection that we wanted to recommend this week, JSA Omnibus Hardcover Volume 3. It's the final collection of Jeff Johns' run on the book, which we think is the best run, with art by Dale Eaglesham and an awesome cover by Alex Ross. If you're new to these characters, if you want to get to know them and want to read the good bits, definitely give this collection, JSA Omnibus Volume 3, a try. And to round out our top 10, we've got another IDW book that speaks to our nostalgic hearts. Garbage Pail Kids, Gross Encounters of the Turd Kind, number 1. Yes, the Garbage Pail Kids are coming to comics, and in this title, they're traveling into the worlds of the future. And the tagline is, "In space, no one can hear you fart." How could we not pick up this book? You love the Garbage Pail Kids as kids, you collected those cards, and now you can read the comic and see how these characters travel in space. If that doesn't intrigue you, I don't know what will. Both story and art are done by Roger Landridge, Hilary Barta, and Doug Rice. Well, that's it for this week's recommendations for the week of June 24th, but get out there and remember to pull wisely. And tell us what you think about this week's comics in the comments below.